This conference will now be recorded.
If no questions, and we'll move forward. So last class we started for OBJ methods, right? So activity methods. Let's go to the different type of methods, and let's go for, we already started OBJ methods. Sorry, our OBJ browse is started, right? OBJ browse. So what is the OBJ browse? OBJ browse nothing but to retrieve the multiple records. Let's go to run the case and test it. So what you done last class? So we populated only for countries. Our requirement is, if we select the country, how to populate states and how to populate cities. Anyone is done? You're a Jaisara? At least try. Veda?
చేసిన సార్ అది హలో సార్
చెప్పండి.
హలో సార్ అది పీజీ అది ఏదో ఎలిఫెంట్ సింబల్ వస్తుంది చూడండి సార్, ఆ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ అప్డేట్ అడుగుతున్నది.
ఓకే,
అంటే మీకు స్క్రీన్ షాట్
ఎర్రర్ వస్తుందా? ఎర్రర్ వస్తుందా?
ఎర్రర్స్ వస్తున్నాయి సార్.
ఓకే, no problem. I will tell you, we can just rectify the errors. Fine.
ఓకే సార్.
So we already created countries, and let's go to create a cities. So we already created data tables and everything, right? Last class, like we already created required data types tables. Let's go for data type explorer. We can check it once. Yeah, it's already done. Let's go to get the states. Sorry, in the states activity, we need to pass the country as a parameter. Right click, go to create and technical and activity. So let's go to create a activity now. That activity is get states. Okay, let's go to create and open this activity now. So use the OBJ browse method. Use the OBJ browse method. Expand this method. So we need to add some page in clipboard. Which page holds the data, correct? That is some page here. As your wish, let's give the page is some state list. And the class you are going to hit, so which class, which data class? That is a data class, SYMI, and your data class, that is a states. So here uncheck the get row key, and then here we need to pass the columns. So that means state. So like the query is like that, right? Suppose we're retrieving query, select star from, select star from table. Table name is some EMP table, employee table. So where right, where EMP ID equals to some 20, right? This is a query, right? Where query, where is nothing but, so based on only EMP ID 20 record only will be retrieved, right? So same like that only in the country is the where here, where query. Suppose state here, we retrieve the all states. So where country equals to, where country equals to, so you can just apply for equal to here. I'm just to pass the value for manual, some India. So under the India, what are the states will be there, and retrieve that all states under the Indian country. Let's go to click on save and run this. Already told you, so we can debug it. So I mean, we can trace the activity also. We can open the tracer in background. Let's go to actions and run this activity now, and click on run the activity. So this operation will be success. There is no errors here, and go to clipboard and check the data. So the data will be added under the state list page. This page is here, PX results. There is some 2 states under the India country. So Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So how to populate these cities, states, okay, in UI. So already I told you, right? This is the auto-generated query. Okay. So this is a where here, where Kent country here, where query. So this is auto-generated query, and we already discussed about this interview questions about this properties and all. Okay. Let's go to copy this page list. So how to display the data in UI? Okay, the data will be there in clipboard. How to display this data in UI? We already done here also same process, but here one thing is we need to pass the parameter here. But you just to mention the India. Suppose if it is country is USA, what will happen? Okay, so if it is UK, what will happen, right? That's what the user will be select the some country based on user selections and display the corresponding states, right? So that's what if you want to pass the parameters, and we go for parameter tab, and we can pass the parameter here, country as a parameter. Let's go for steps, and here refer the parameter here, that is param dot country. That's it, and click on save it now. So back to the section, and collect claim detail section now. So in this section, refer it, go for states, and already I told you. So before going to populating for the states and all, let's go to the pairs and classes. We need to add the clipboard structure, pairs and classes. So the state list.px results will be holds the data. So state list, it will be code if1 pega if1 list class will be created. This is the code pega list class. So SOM if1. So the class states class, under the state class, this page list will be created. And then this is a structure, clipboard structure, right? So back to the source property, and we need to select the source as a clipboard now. Source as a clipboard. Go for presentation. Sorry. Here change, we can change. You can select any pickers here. Like click on drop down, and we'll get list of source option. Select the source as a clipboard, and give the clipboard page. So which page holds the data? If you click on outside, and we'll get some option to click on run activity. Okay, run activity. So we need to provide that activity name, that is a get stage, and already we passed that parameter. Just pass the parameter here, country. Okay. So here property to display, that is states. So country is a parameter, and we can retrieve for display the states only, right? Suppose if you want to include the any placeholder, we can include the placeholder also, like select. Okay, this is settings. So check చేసుకున్నాం సార్ ఏం ఎర్రర్ చేశారో మీరు. Okay, and click on submit it and save. Find out that what is the mistake who are done. Okay, otherwise no problem. Let's click on done it now. Here if we select the USA, only USA states are retrieved. If we select India, only Indian states. Okay. So if we select the state and how to display corresponding cities, that is another requirement. How to do this? Let's go to create a cities activity also. Go to create activity, get cities, and create and open this. So even if any error comes, and we can go for clipboard, otherwise tracer, otherwise no, it's not required, right? That's it. Okay. This is all of. Suppose if you want to find out any properties, parameters in tracer, if you want to if you want to trace the parameters in tracer, there is some. If you pass any parameter, there is some undefined step. Okay. Let's go for undefined step, and we can trace it the parameters. Let's click on unnamed here. There is some unnamed is nothing but you can find out as a parameterized page. Okay, that's it. So you can use for cities like OBJ browse. One of the interview question, how to trace the parameters and through tracer. So in the tracer there is some page will be added, unnamed page, and let's go to open this. We can trace the parameters also. That's it. City మీరు పారామీటర్ పాస్ చేస్తేనే వస్తుంది ఆ పేజ్ కూడా ట్రేజర్ లేకపోతే రాదు అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకో ఓకే స్టేట్ లిస్ట్ అండ్ హియర్ వీ కెన్ పాస్ ద యువర్ డేటా క్లాస్ హియర్ cities and uncheck the get rookie. Now here we can pass the city. Here state as a where, right? Where query. So where state is equal to something. So state is equals to retrieve the cities where state is equals to some value. Let's say the example some Andhra Pradesh. Got it? Okay, let's go to click on test and click on save this activity and run it now. Okay, sorry. So operation will be success. Go to check the data into the clipboard. There is some city list is added under the Andhra Pradesh and what are the cities you added, Kurnool and Vizag. So we will retrieve. This is a auto generated query, and then so if you want to populate and display the data, if you want to populate the data in your same process, okay? You need to give the structure, the clipboard structure, clipboard base and clipboard classes into in section under the base and classes. So one more thing, and compulsory we need to pass the parameter here. So here we can refer the parameters and back to here. So here we can refer the parameter, that is the param dot state. That's it. Click on save. Now we'll go to section, go to base and classes, and here we can add the clipboard structure. Here city list is created under the code pega list class. Give the code if1 pega if1 list class. So another one is this is the cities class. One second guys, I will just come back. Yeah, sorry guys. So this is a structure, right? And we need to add some code pagar list and everything. Okay, so what we need to do, let's go to property now. Go to the property. There is some city here. Select pickers, drop down, select the source as a clipboard, give the clipboard page here. If you click on outside only, we'll get activity, otherwise it's not coming. And click on activity, run activity, you can select it, that activity is get state. So you already passed the parameter, right? So give the parameter here state. So the property value to display is cities. That's it. So if you want to include the placeholder, we can include the placeholder. One second. Guys, some urgent person is came. Please revise it 5 minutes. I will just come back, please. I will just come back. Okay. Oh, 5 minutes and just revise change. Sorry guys, sorry, very sorry. Fine. Let's back again and now what you done? So yeah, it's added right everything. For one, click on submit it now, then save. Let's go to test it. Go to run the case now. And click on done. So if we select the country, then corresponding states are coming. If we select the state, the corresponding cities for Andhra Pradesh, corresponding cities for Telangana. Any questions? Yeah, let's move on to the next requirement. So yeah, so suppose here if you click on submit it here, I mean run the case, there is some buttons automatically. If you click on submit button, if you click on done button, some automatically some action is happens in background, right? So if you click on done button, what will happen? The case will be created. Okay, so then after the user will be enter the screens, and if you click on submit it here, the screen work object will be moving to the next screen like that. Suppose if we go for these buttons, okay, so there is some action set will be added. So some actions, once click on the button, so some actions will be automatically performed in background. So we have some out of the box rules. Okay, out of the box rules. So if you click on submit, that assignment will be finished. If you click on submit button, and then assignment will be finished. And if you go for save, some mini save button, and data will be saved. Okay, and like this, right? Suppose if you how to implement that manually for these buttons and action set. Okay, so అంటే మీరు ఇక్కడ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ లో ఇక్కడ ఒక బటన్ తీసుకో, సపోజ్ ఈ IFSC ప్రాపర్టీలు, సో how to call that one button. Once click on the button, and so one pop-up window, one new window is open here. Okay, some action is happens. So how will we do that? Okay, so before that we need to understand about, before going to this requirement, as of now what are the development is done, that will be we can deploy this code into the production, right? So మీరు ఇంతవరకు వర్క్ ఏదైతే చేశారో, that means total development. So we can deploy the production. So whenever application will be deployed, that version will be locked. Okay, the version is locked. So now what will happen here, if it is version will be locked, so we can't able to modify any rules also. Okay, so what we need to do, we can click on save as that, the rule locked version rules to higher versions. Okay, higher versions. So then first of all we need to understand about what is the locking, and what is how to create a new versions of the application. As of now your application versioning is 0.1.0.1.0. Suppose we have base application, Pega rules application, right? So there is some multiple versions is created for this application. Same rule set, multiple versions is created. So each and every rule set there is some different rules will be there here. So these are all the versions, right? So how many rules you created is showing for list of counted rules. So these many rules are created under this version, right? That one. So already I told you, we'll come back to the, so the organization role, security and application versioning. So we need to understand about what is application versioning. Okay, application versioning. So what are the concepts we'll discuss about under the application versioning. So inside the application versioning, first we need to understand about what is the rule set version, and what is the rule set, what is the rule set, and what is the rule, and next one is what is the rule availability concept, and what is a rule resolution algorithm. The rule resolution algorithm is an internal algorithm. Okay? Rule resolution algorithm. Fine. So these are the content under the application versioning. Fine, let's go to discuss about one by one. What is the application hierarchy? What is the application? What is the rule set and everything? Okay, so application is nothing but it's a set of versions. Okay, application is nothing but what? Suppose this is an application. Application is nothing but what? So it's a collection of versions. Collection of versions, we can call it as one application. This is some rule set versions. Collection of rule set versions is nothing but one application. Okay. So collection of rule sets. Okay. Collection of rule sets is nothing but one version. Collection of rule sets is nothing but one version. So that's some collection of rule set is nothing but one rule set version. Collection of rules. Okay. Collection of rules is nothing but one rule set. This one, collection of rules is nothing but one rule set. So if you in Pega, everything we can call it as a rule. So in Pega, each and everything we can call it as a rule only. Some property rule, some activity rule, some other section rule, and so on. Okay. So in Pega, everything you can call it as a rule. So if you go for bottom to top, collection of rules is nothing but one rule set. Collection of rule set is nothing but one version. Collection of version is nothing but one application. Okay, that's it. So suppose as of now the current version is 01. So maximum we can give the version 99. So maximum created version is what? 99 versions we can create for the applications. So minimum versioning is 01, maximum is 99. Okay. So and one more thing is, there is an indication. Suppose the basic version is what? 010101, right? So 01-01-01. So the 01, first 01, second 01, and third 01. The first 01 indicates major, and second 01 indicates minor, and third 01 indicates the patch. This is a major, and this is minor, and this is a patch. Okay, patch version. That one. So this is a major, minor, and a patch. So major is nothing but if you added multiple updations, multiple changes. Okay, that time we'll go for change major version. Minor is nothing but any minor changes you added into the version. So any minor rules we just updating into the changes. That time we can change the minor second number. Patch is nothing but deploying. Suppose when you are going to click on create an application, the first incremented version is patch only. Okay, based on the patch, and second minor and major will be incremented. But even we can change that some different numbers also, major, minor, patch. Okay, but the patch version we can use for deploying. So for deploying purpose, which version you are going to patch it to deployment, so we can give the patch versions here. So this is what about the indication of the versions. Okay, so major, minor, and patch, and the minimum 01, maximum 99. So that versions are created like this. Suppose 01-01, 01-01. So 01-01-02, and then 01-01-01-03. This is the patch is incremented, right? So whenever and so on, whenever the patch is reached to 99, 01-01-99 was 99. Okay, so whenever the patch is reached to 99, so then automatically minor will be incremented. 01-02 will come, -01. So from 01-02 will come, -02 again, -01-01, sorry. So 02-03, and so on, and so on. So whenever minor will be reached to 99, 01-99, some 99. So automatically the major is incremented. 02 will come, 02 hyphen 01 hyphen 01 like this. So and so on like this, 02 hyphen under the 01 again 02 like this. Okay, and so on 99 hyphen 99 hyphen 19. These many versions we can create it. So this is for application versionings, and now will be created for one by one. Okay, fine. This is about rule set and versioning and or what is about rules and all. Okay, so any questions guys till now? So fine, let's move on to next requirement is for our application how to lock the versions, how to unlock the version rules. Okay, locked version rules. Let's go to, this is application definition. Again, I'm trying to open again now. Application menu and definition now. So there is some C cards. Suppose if you open now without locking, before locking into the version, open any rule suppose. Suppose any collect claim details section now. So it's showing for save and delete and all options will be there. Suppose if you lock it, what will happen? Open this rule set and this version. So as of now, this is will be locked actually, unlocked actually. Thus I'm going to lock it now, lock and save. Provide the password. So what are the password you just mentioned here, and don't forget the password. If your feature, if you want to unlock it, it's very difficult to if you forgot the password. మొత్తం మళ్ళీ క్రియేట్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో బెటర్ టు మెయింటైన్ ద పాస్వర్డ్ ఈజ్ రూల్స్. ఎందుకంటే బై డిఫాల్ట్ పెగాకి రూల్స్ పాస్వర్డ్ కాబట్టి మీరు మర్చిపోకుండా ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. రూల్స్ RULES, or you can just give the password is pega. Click on submit it. It will be locked actually. This will be locked, and click on save it now. Now if I'm trying to open any rule now, so check it now, that will be editable or non-editable. Open any rule. See, there is no save and delete here. We have what is showing for locked, right? We can't able to do any changes. Suppose if you want to do any changes, what we need to do, we can click on save as. Save as this rule into higher versions, but higher version you are not created any version now, right? So suppose how to create a new version. Let's go to click on plus, and automatically patch is incremented. Same rule set and description like this, and click on create. The version is created. As of now, 0 rules. Okay, so suppose if you want to do any changes for the rules, and we can save as this rule into 02, then we can do the changes. That's it. This is the process how will be. Okay, so access the unlocked version rules. Now if you go to click on save as now, it will showing for next unlocked version. Next unlocked version here. See, okay, the section I'm going to save as this and create and open this now, and I'm going to add it some button. Suppose my requirement is I want to add some button this particular screen. So what we need to do, and then go to here and click on IFSC search property here, add some button here like this, and click on save it. We will do it. We can implement that, how to do the actions in buttons and everything. Okay, click on save it. Then this is how to access the unlocked version rules, how to lock it and how to unlock it. Okay, this is any questions? Now if it is clear, we'll move on to the rule availability concept. Okay, rule availability is nothing but, suppose every rule. Okay, so every rule, so it's having some availability. Suppose this is a pega rules application and the base application here, and there is some pega rules application that this is the rule set is pega UI kit is a rule set. So these are the versions we created, right, under the UIKit. UIKit rule set is added into these many versions. Okay, one rule set we can add so many versions. Okay, that's what already we discussed. So collection of rule set we can call it as one version, right? If you open all rules, and you can see that if you open the rules, and this is we can call it as a catchy rule catchy. Suppose example మీరు ఏదైనా ఒక బ్రౌజర్ హిస్టరీ తీసుకోండి. బ్రౌజర్ హిస్టరీలో మీరు జస్ట్ లాస్ట్ 1 month మీరు ఏదైతే బ్రౌజ్ చేశారో బ్రౌజర్లో మొత్తం హిస్టరీ ఉంటుంది. Suppose we are going to trying to open some particular history, some particular name. So what will happen? You can go first apply the search functionality. So when you are going to apply the search, and if it is that particular rule will be there into the catchy, and it will be found. If it is not there, rule is not found, right? In the same thing also here. And then if your requester will be always is run the request for run the rule. Okay, so always requester will be requesting to the rule to run. In the same way, whenever request will be requesting to the decide to going to open the rule and run it, and there is some availabilities here. Some rules are final, some if you go for here, and there is some different type of availabilities. What is available, not available, blocked, final, and withdrawn. These are the availabilities. What is the rule availability? Okay, so మీకు సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ ముందు. ఒక సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, సపోజ్ మీకు ఏదైనా ఒక గ్రూప్ ఉంది అనుకోండి. సపోజ్ ఏదో వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ ఉంది. ఆ వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ లో ఒక జస్ట్ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ విల్ బి దేర్. సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫ్రెండ్ is posted some invitation of birthday party. So what will happen? Different friends are saying different answers. Some friend of some category of friends will be say I'm available. Some category of friends will be say I'm not available. Some category of friends will be say I'm available but I have some family function. Some category is I'm not interested, I don't allow to others. And a different category ఉండొచ్చు. I'm not interested and I don't allow to others also. Okay, another one is yes, I'm very much interested, I will attend the birthday party. These are the answers, right? So then same that answers, and some whenever that I mean that post the I mean, so one of the friend is posted into the group, and different friends are posting for their responses. They are available or not available, and all. Okay, well, available and not available and not available. In the same way also, whenever request will be going to run the rule, and the rule also will be say answers. So okay, well, availability ante the rule will be give that answer for the operator, I'm available, just run for me. That's it, right? So that is what about the availability of the rules. Okay, so each and every rule immediately there is some available. Okay, availability. Suppose if you open any rule, some rules are see available, yes, some rules are available, some yes is nothing but available. And so some rules are final, some rules are withdrawn, some rules are withdrawn, so some rules are final. Updated by who? And last updated by years ago. Okay, so who is updated? Richard Marshall, so which are some, this is Nikita. ఇదంతా అప్డేటెడ్ ఆపరేటర్స్ అన్నమాట. ఎవరు రన్ చేశారు, ఎవరు యాక్సెస్ చేసుకున్నారు ఈ రోల్ ని, లాస్ట్ ఎప్పుడు యాక్సెస్ చేసుకున్నారు, మొత్తం ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ. ఓకేనా? సో దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ అబౌట్ ద రూల్ అవైలబిలిటీ కాన్సెప్ట్. లెట్స్ కమ్ టు వన్ బై వన్ విల్ డిస్కస్. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఓపెన్ ఎనీ రూల్ హియర్, suppose the available is there, right? So instead of availability is available, suppose availability is available is nothing but what? Okay, so this rule will be run for the requester, nothing but this rule always will be available to run for the requesters. Okay, so whenever rule availability is available, this rule is available for the operators to run. That is nothing but available. So what is the not available? Not available is nothing but if we set the not available, so this rule will be created how many versions? We can see this rule will be created this many versions. The current version is 030101. Okay, so oka rule ante that is binary file rule will be created this many versions, same rule only. Okay, so the same rule it is created for this many versions. Now what is the not available is nothing but, okay, suppose, yeah, here only I will tell you. So that not available is nothing but, so the rule resolution algorithm. So internally there is some rule resolution algorithm will be there, and the rule resolution algorithm will be decides which rule will be processed and which rules will be reject and prevent the rule. Suppose what is the rule resolution algorithm is, whenever request will be trying to run for this not available availability rules, what will happen? The rule resolution algorithm will be not process the rule for current versions. ఒకవేళ not available ఉంటే not process the rule for current versions, it will be processed for lower versions. Got it my point, right? 03 01 01 version process అవ్వదు, previous versions process అంటే lower versions లో process చేస్తారు అన్నమాట. That is not available. Okay. And what about the blocked? Blocked is nothing but if we are trying to run the blocked version, I mean blocked rule availability, so that operator will be gets error message. Suppose there is a this rule will be blocked is nothing but, so whenever operator will be trying to run the rule for this blocked version, blocked availability rules, operator will be gets error message, sorry I'm not available, I'm blocked actually, so some other time. Okay, in the some example is, some as per the lockdown situations all theaters are closed. Okay, so what will happen if you are going to trying to some online I mean book that online tickets in Book My Show, what will happen? So, or you can select some particular theater, so we'll get some message, error message, sorry as of now we are not providing any services, so temporarily closed. So suppose if you want to temporarily close, that time we'll go for blocked. ఓకే, ఒకవేళ బ్లాక్డ్ ఉందనుకోండి, సో ఆపరేటర్ ఏదైనా రన్ చేయాలని చూసినప్పుడు ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ వస్తుంది అన్నమాట. దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఏ బ్లాక్. ఓకే, దట్స్ ఇట్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద withdrawn? Withdrawn is nothing but withdrawn and not available, there is a difference actually. So what is the difference is, not available అంటే ఏంటి? What is the not available? Anyone? What is the not available? I told, right? What is the not available? Anyone? చెప్పండి, నాట్ అవైలబుల్ అంటే ఏమర్థమైంది? ఎనీవన్?
సో హైయర్ వర్షన్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయలేము కదా.
కరెంట్ వర్షన్ ప్రాసెస్ చేస్తుంది, లోయర్ వర్షన్స్ ఏది ప్రాసెస్ చేయదు అనమాట. ఒకవేళ ఆ రూల్ హైయర్ కరెంట్ వర్షన్స్ లో ఉంటే కరెంట్ వర్షన్ ప్రాసెస్ చేస్తుంది, లోయర్ వర్షన్స్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు రూల్ రెజల్యూషన్ అల్గారిథం అనేది ఇట్స్ నాట్ ప్రాసెసింగ్, దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అవైలబుల్. బ్లాక్డ్ ఈస్ టోటలీ రివర్స్ అండి. Suppose in same rule 01F1 01F1 01, like we have some rule 01 rule sets versions 02 01F1 01F1 03 and 02. Suppose I withdrawn this 03, okay, particular version దగ్గర నేను 03 పెట్టాను అనుకో, ఆ రూల్ కరెంట్ వర్షన్ 03, ఆ రూల్ దగ్గర నేను withdrawn పెట్టాను. What will happen here? The rule resolution algorithm will be not process the rule current versions and lower versions also. Okay, ఒకవేళ not available అయితే the rule resolution algorithm will be not process the current version only, it will be process the lower versions. Okay, that is what about the difference between not available and withdrawn. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So let's move on to here. Suppose in the same example only, this rule will be present in this many versions, right? If we set the withdrawn, what will happen? So the rule will be, the rule resolution algorithm will be not process the rule in runtime current versions and previous versions also, previous lower versions also. That is nothing but a, okay, withdrawn. What about final? Okay, so what is the difference between final and withdrawn? I mean final and available. Okay, so there is a difference actually. So available is nothing but a, suppose there is some rule A, available already చెప్పాను మీకు. The rule A will be present in the two rule sets. Suppose some rule set A and some rule set B అనుకున్నాం, rule set A and some rule set B. So what will happen here? If the rule A will be present in two different rule sets, okay, rule set A and rule set B. Suppose the rule set A availability is available అనుకున్నాం, rule set A is availability is available. So what will happen? So we can copy, we can transfer this rule A into rule set B, we can do modification changes also. That is nothing but available. Instead of available, there is some final. What is the final? if you rule A availability is final, so the rule A we can't able to transfer the another rule set B, and we can't able to do changes. That should be read only. That should be final. So we can't able to editing this. Okay. So that is nothing but final is nothing but it should not be editable. Only read only. Available is nothing but it's editable. That is nothing but a difference between available and final. Okay. So this is what about the different type of rule availabilities is there into the Pega. Any questions, guys? చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ అర్థమైందా? Any confusion you can ask me, then I will repeat it. Yeah, fine. So next one is rule resolution algorithm. What is the rule resolution algorithm? So rule resolution algorithm is just now I told you, right? So whenever just open the rule cache, so we can go and search the rule, right? What are the rule operator is going to looking, and then is going to search the rule. And when the rule will be there into the rule cache, the rule is found. If it is rule is not there into the rule cache, the rule is not found. So whenever going to apply the search functionality, the rule will be found in rule cache. The rule is not found into the rule cache. These are the two messages operator will be received, right? So if it is rule is found in rule cache, then how rule resolution algorithm will be works in background. The rule resolution algorithm will be mainly purpose is it will be internal algorithm. It will be there is some criteria is follows. Okay, so either process the rule or prevent the rule. So what the rule resolution algorithm will be, which criteria is follows, whether the while processing the rule or preventing the rule. This is the step-by-step process here. Let's will discuss on what is the rule resolution algorithm criteria. This is the rule resolution algorithm. So it is an internal algorithm which runs every time when a rule is being requested by requester. It is decided whether to process the rule or prevent the rule. So this criteria processing for preventing the rules are below steps. And first one, rule caching, already I told you. Rule availability already I told you. Circumstance, suppose rule A is applied for circumstance, rule B is not applied for circumstance. So immediately what will happen here? The rule resolution algorithm will be preferred the which rule is applied by the circumstance. Okay, that's it. And then authorization is nothing but the operator will be authorized person or not to run the rule. Nothing but if you are going to operator profile here, so they will mention and a particular operator in the rule set ni versions ni access చేసుకోవచ్చు. This operator is having access for these many versions and these many rule sets, but the versions and rule set is not added into the operator profile. Okay, operator profile, what will happen? This operator is not authorized person to accessing for the version and rule set also. That is for authorization. Got it, right? So then we can go and check it now, and the step-by-step process. If it is rule is found, then what is the process? If it is rule is not found, and what is the process? Okay. If it is rule is found, okay, and this is a process we can follow. So what is the process? Is this process? This is a process. If it is rule is found, if it is rule is not found, okay, what is the process again? This is a process. ఇదంతా థియరిటికల్ గా రాయకుండా జస్ట్ ఐ ప్రిపేర్డ్ ద వన్ డయాగ్రామాటిక్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్. ఇదైతే కొంచెం ఈజీగా అర్థమవుతుంది. That's it. See one by one. If it is rule is found in rule cache, this is the process rule resolution algorithm will be follows. Find the rule into the rule cache. So check that, I mean, if it is rule is found in rule cache, then move forward. If it is rule is not found into the rule cache, then go to sub process. This is a sub process. Plus unante sub process. So find the best match and check that rule is blocked or not. Blocked versions rule resolution algorithm process చేయదు. Okay, that's why check the rule is blocked or not. ఒకవేళ బ్లాక్ ఉంటే ఎర్రర్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. If you are going to trying to access for blocked rules, then immediately operator gets error. Okay, if it is not blocked, and check that user is authorized person or not to access the rule or to run the rule. If it is that person is operator is authorized person, then run the rule for him. That is run the rule. And then if it is not authorized, again error. This is what about rule is found in rule cache. If it is rule is not found in rule cache, how to place the rule into the rule cache? Okay, this is a process we need to follow. I mean, the rule resolution algorithm will be follow. So and placing for rule into the rule cache. So that first of all, choose the rules with correct purpose, like any deployment purpose or any testing purpose or any like buttons, like any, what are the purpose you are going to choose the rule. Okay, what is the purpose you are going to select the rule? That one you can choose the rule with correct purpose. So discard the rules that are not available. So who are the rules are not available? Okay, the rule resolution algorithm will be always not process it. And filter the rule set and version the user has access to. ఇందాక చెప్పాను కదా, ఆపరేటర్ కి ఏ రూల్ సెట్ ఏ వర్షన్స్ యాక్సెస్ ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ ఫిల్టర్ చేసేయాలి. దెన్ so based on that one, check that the rule will be follow the inheritance path or not. If the rule is follow the inheritance path, and then okay. If it is rule is not follow the inheritance path, leave it. Ranking remaining rules and set the rule into the rule cache, and then we can process repeats after place the rule into the rule cache. This is what about the rule resolution algorithm. Rule resolution algorithm ki developer ke sambandham undadu. Developer just requesting the rule. The rule resolution algorithm will be internal process. Okay, this is all our internal process, not for manual process, but interview point of view very important. Okay, that's it. So any questions, guys? Application versioning is completed. As we'll discuss organization rules and security rules in coming classes. So then we'll move on to the next class, next concept, flow actions. So read the flow actions and we'll discuss the related flow actions requirement. I will give some introduction of flow actions. Then exactly we'll move on to practical next class. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. And we'll meet on tomorrow and same time. Okay. So flow actions and read the flow action document tomorrow class. That's it.
Sure.
Fine. Okay. Bye.
Thank you.